Hello. Are we live? Are we live? Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Hello. Vincenzo is on the road. Okay, Vinny. You gotta do what you gotta do. JJ, thank you. You've been here for a while and I do appreciate your presence. I'm here. Party can start at any time now. This is Gianni Catalano. Hello, guys. Is anybody here? Give me a thumbs up. You hearing me? You feeling me? You with me? We got 1 year on the crazy world of YouTube here. It has been a roller coaster. What the hell has it been? Good evening. Thank you, Irish Mob. Nice to see you. Thank you. Hold on, Fancy Nancy. I got to do something with you. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Okay. All right, Nancy. You just became a Cappuccino, okay? You're a captain now, Fancy Nancy. All right? Try and type and see what comes up. You got a wrench next to your name. So let's go back for a minute. Well, number one, I got to go back for a minute. Let's sit here. I did this shit my way, right? You guys know how I did it. I did it my way, right? Uh oh. Let's. There is a delay. I hope you guys were hearing me. I am not sure. I do hope that you guys were hearing me. Um, I got to go back for a minute. I was born in 1969, which makes me, what, 53, going on 54 years old. And one of my favorite songs is right here. I'm going to play it for you guys real quick before I get into the show. I'm going to pour a glass of wine and get right back to you guys. All right, I did this thing my way, and this is what it is. West Texas Burrito, thank you, pal. Thank you for being a part of this channel of mine. You've been here. You've been here a while, West Texas. You're not here every day, but you are here. You are present. I know in your mind. You say, Sticks. Joey Melrose, you're probably commenting right now, at the same time you did a year ago. Probably at this moment. Let me drop a couple. I'm going to drop one jam and I'm going to show you a clip from the first time that I went live and had no friggin' idea what I was doing. Let me pour my wine. Settle in, everybody. It's going to be a nice evening. I mean, could they really block me? It's a Jersey guy. Can Sinatra really block me? We're both Jersey guys. Okay, salute to you guys, my YouTube crew. It's all about you. It is not all about me. If you guys do know, hold on. He did it his way, yes. If something ever happens, you guys do know, if we get shut down, I just go right back on. It's what I do. It's what we do here, right? No problem, no issue, no situation. Let me put the right glasses on. I had to play my way, 1969, the year I was born. I did take a shot with it, and many of you may not know this. I'm going to embarrass Nancy right now. Nancy is named after Nancy Sinatra. Fancy Nancy in our chat room is named after Nancy Sinatra. Yep. Yes, Willie Moretti. I believe so. I think it was Willie Moore is what they called him, but I believe so. Willie Moore, yeah. Well, he never said it, but he just said he was paisans with him. He said he was friends with him when they grilled him in front of the committee. Okay, so Teresa. So what happened in this last year? Teresa named me Tommy Chapsticks because I'm always putting chapstick on. And there's a few other things. I'm going to go into a couple of videos that have happened along the way because you have blue eyes. So they named her Nancy after Nancy Sinatra. I know my people. Some of you guys, they were friends. Okay, Willie Moore anyway. Called him Willie Moore. So I have lifelong friends in here, some new friends in here that I've met over the year and maybe through a lot of shows, different shows, stuff like that. And what can I say? It's been positive. It's been good. I didn't get involved in the drama very much. Maybe here and there my name was mentioned in the drama. I did go on a few shows. I did this, that, and the other thing, but I never really had an issue along this 1 year. I'm going to play the beginning clip I'm an oldie but goodie. You're the original. I'm gonna see right now my original chat. I wish Stenger was here. I don't. This guy. For a guy that's not working, he's awfully busy. Stenger, where are you? I gotta be honest. For a guy that's not working, he's awfully busy. What's going on with Stenger? Where's my man right now? So anyway, I move along. We got a good chat here. We've had a good show. I've come across some really, really good people. I mean, I've gotten personally friendly with quite a few on here. I was introduced to this by a guy named Tom LaVecchia. He was my Vinny's driving right now, Teresa. Vinny's driving right now. I was introduced to this by a man named Tom LaVecchia. I'm probably gonna get a call from work right now because somebody I was next to got the package, and I've been in meetings all week. Well, I'm cool now. My life just changed at this moment. So, some of you know Tom, some of you don't know Tom. But Tom LaVecchia was one of my first Thank you, Joey Melrose. Tom LaVecchia was my first introduction to the YouTube. He says, Stiggs, would you like to come on? I said, what do you want to do, Tom? Whatever. Talk about organized crime. Okay, whatever you want to do, Tom. I don't know what I'm doing. He sent me the link. I'm on the panel. I'm talking. Beep, bop, bop. Fast forward. He says, you should just push live. Him and another successful content creator said, just push live. And that's exactly what I did. So Tom LaVecchia was my actual introduction to this YouTube. Then I was introduced to some people overseas, and they were actually paying me, giving me a few dollars. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate that. For a general discussion on organized crime, not on details, because they know I was never an informant, but just they wanted to get an understanding of the nuts and bolts of the daily life of a bookmaker or loan shark or organized crime in general. So I actually met with a man from the UK and paid me for some content. Okay, we're going to show the ice scraper, Patricia and Joey. I'm going to show you the ice scraper. Give me a minute. I'm going to drop my first video. It's right here. I would love to see Thing doing here, but he's not here. What the hell? TT and Thing are not here. I want to drop a congratulations on Ralphie, because today we got him over 200, and I said, Ralph, now it's up to you, cuz figure it out. Who let the dogs out? And that's what I did. Ralphie was creeping around 191, 190-ish this morning. I said, no, we got to fix this. We got to get him to 200. This is not going to, yeah, well, they're not here. What are you going to do? I'm going to call Thing right now. Watch this. Check this out. Watch this. Check this out. You're on speakerphone. I know you were going to get him over the. He's not answering. Not at all.
Hello.
Where are you?
What are you doing? What's going on?
Come on, I'm live. My 1 year.
I'm coming on right now. I was talking to my mother. I was outside with him. Oh my God. I'm coming.
Goodbye. All right, goodbye.
Oh,
See how we do, guys? That's how we do it. Steven, I hope you're well. I have not seen you, pal. I hope that you are well. So, okay. Let me rewind a little bit. This morning, I saw Ralphie at 190-ish or something like that, and I said, no. We got to fix that. We got to fix that. I can't have that. You're part of my crew. You're in my crew. When you're in my crew, you're going to get taken care of nicely, right? So I said, all right, let's go to work. I said, give me a couple minutes, Ralph. Let me work on this. And within 10 minutes, I sent him the screenshot. He's at not 200, he's at 201. So we got Ralph at 201. I said, Ralph, it's a dangerous world, YouTube. This is not Facebook. This is a dangerous world. It's a different world. But I got to let you loose. The umbilical cord was cut this morning, and Ralphie's running off to the horses, making shorts. Sticks, I got 10,000 views. I know it all already. Just go with it, Ralph. Just do it. Just fucking do it. And he's got it. He's like, oh, look at these analytics. Not that long ago, he says, stick your analytics up your ass. Okay. Okay. I didn't say anything. I said nothing. Okay. Stick the analytics up your ass, he said in the video. Right? What happened? Mo, what happened? If I can find that video, I'm going to post it. You know what? He said, it's going to put you in the graveyard. Be that as it may, here we are today. On my 1 year anniversary, we get Ralphie over 200 subscribers, and he hit the ground running. Now they're going to go up and down, up and down. Don't take it personal and don't get too excited. You know, and when a lady says you have nice hair, Stiggs, or Ralphie, your eyes are glowing. Don't get too excited. It's YouTube. You don't even know if it's a guy or a girl behind the avatars, right? ALV, what's going on? Where's my crew comes in late? Everybody else is here when I start the show. What's going on here? What's going on here? 27 people in a matter of minutes. I'm going to drop the link in a minute, but I'm going to give you a glimpse into my first show. We're going to see who the first people in the chat were. And I'm going to believe Joey Melrose was there. I'm going to believe Patricia Daly was there. And Dindu might have been there. If it wasn't for you three, I don't think I would be here right now. And that means anybody involved here wouldn't be here right now. Give respect where respect is due. Let's check out my first video. I have no idea what I'm doing. Bear with me. The screen might be blank for a little bit. I had no idea what I'm doing. And guess what, guys? Even though I got a golden mic, I still have no idea what I'm doing. So let's go. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I got to tell you guys one thing. Well, after this video, I'm going to drop the link, okay? I got to tell you guys one thing. Check out live chat. For some reason, it keeps sending. Oh, thank you, Bella. For some reason, it keeps sending us back to top chat, which isn't good. You want to be in the live chat, which means you see everything. So as I learn, I tell you. I should put the mic in front of me so I don't. Yeah, Tommy Stiggs YouTube. Subscribe, like, and share. That's the attire. It's coming soon. All right, let's go with this little bit here, if we can. You found me on your own, I believe? Okay. We're going to talk. Give me a minute. Oh, that's not a good view back there. That's not good. That is not good. Let's see if we can make that a little darker. Is that any better? Well, you got that little shadow back there. That's not so good. That might be better. I don't know. I got to work a little bit too. Just checking in for a quick minute. Seeing what's going on. Fix that over here. Anybody here? Knockety knock knock. I see 3 people over there, but I don't know who it is. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yo. Yeah, I got out of 3 on the couch with my coffee and sticks for dinner. Great. Nice. Nicey nice. That's very good, Dindo. I'm having a glass of wine, winding down my day. But I'm still working actually, so I got to turn this other computer over. I got 2 things going on at once, but I just want to jump on for a little bit. You know what I mean? You can get on once I learn how to do this shit. That's it. I just want to engage with my crew that I appreciate from the morning. Winding down, I want to jump on a little bit later. Hold on. See, what happens is the chat goes on. You know, the live goes on, but they don't know what we're talking about, so they got to jump in. I think it's at 5. Angel Gotti has a show at 5. Hold on. She has what's his name on there? Let me see right now. I'm here, guys. I'm here. Yeah, she has Vinny Paz on. I want to see that. She's going on at 5. So that's the story. I just wanted to check in, see what's going on. Hello, Jessica. How are you? How's things? Co-train, what do you say? What do you see? What do you hear? What do you say? Yeah, I want to jump on a little bit. I wanted to jump on a little bit, just check in. At 5, I'm headed over to Angel's show. And then 8, FBS has a special guest. I would like to see who that is. And that's it. That's the story. All different content creators have different genres going on, different things going on. The Albanian, Kezadic, Albanian. So, yeah, a few shows that I want to see. And I wanted to jump on because I'm not going to interfere with those. Not that I interfere. We have different subs, but it's something that I want to enjoy. So I don't want to be on while the other people are on. I like to enjoy other shows. I jump on other people's shows for a couple of minutes. If the content doesn't catch me, I log off. That's all. If they get into the drama, I don't know if everybody's aware of the MobTube drama that goes on and all this bullshit. Vinny Paz main story when he went back into boxing after car crash. God bless him, and I can't wait to see it, Anthony. You know, it's not a boxing story, right? It's a person story. Boxing just happens to be part of the equation, but I love stories like that because he became an underdog after that accident, right? So, you know, God bless Sinatra. I would have it on. Listen, I would have Sinatra on in the background, but they'll block me. Sweet Bella. So I'm just going to saute up some. My dinner is just going to be basic. I'm still cutting. Oh yeah, but Anthony, I check into everybody's podcast when they start it up. Within a couple minutes, if it doesn't stay positive or doesn't catch my, you know, just stay on point like drama shit, I just back off. I give it a couple minutes. But FBS has me blocked anyway. He wouldn't know I'm there. So, but Angel, I follow. I like her show. Hold on 1 minute, guys. I like Angel's channel. Angel's channel is a good channel. It's kind of like mine. You know. Got to keep those lips moist. You know what I'm saying? Cabiche? So, I don't want to leave you guys out there, but I don't really have much of a topic. Let me see what topic I have. The truth. Good afternoon in North Jersey. So that was my first. Wow, look at that. Look at that. That was did I put the chapstick on, Teresa, in that one? I don't even know if I did. Did I? I don't even realize that I put the chapstick on, did I? The trunk wasn't invented yet. Thing, dude, you were all over that, cuz I see Irish. Can you imagine? Wow, you were my first comment on a wind down. And Patricia was my first comment on a coffee, I believe it was. Wow. No, that was my first wind down. That wasn't my first live. That was my first wind down. My first live goes way back, and what Patricia was talking about, my ice scraper was behind me. It was a mess. Did I really just put you, Bella, you were right there with me. You were right there. God, wow, you guys are incredible. Wait, did I put the chapstick on, Teresa? And is that a yes? Is that a yes? Wow. I don't know. I must have been talking to you. I don't know, Ann. I don't know. I gotta be honest. I don't know. FBS had me blocked at that point, and I don't know why. I must have been breaking his balls because he wasn't talking about mob stuff. I guess. I don't know. I was literally putting chapstick on a year ago, and it's still right here. Can you believe it? You guys are incredible. So what happened to this past year, huh? I think I created a neighborhood, I guess you could say. I don't know. I don't know. Me and Dean do have a nice friendship. We are like two peas in a pod. We bounce off each other. We got a really good thing. We're like Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra. So, wow. He was my first commenter on a wind down. He was sitting on the couch waiting for dinner, having a cup of coffee after work at 3 p.m. I guess. I don't know. Tommy Chapsticks. Can you believe it? All right. Now, you created your own Sesame Street. Yeah. I guess you can call it a Sesame Street. Yeah. We cannot sing. But I can rescue him when he falls off the bus, right? We did a good job on that. If I could show that, I can't pull it up, but yeah. So I think I created a little community here just to break away from the norm. I come on in my weird hours. I'm here I'm here for in the morning. We have coffee together. We have had that for 365 days. I missed two. One for when I got sick with the COVID, which is a problem right now because I was exposed today. I was exposed today of somebody that tested positive. I had meetings with this person. I got a problem. Fuck. I was exposed today. Like front and center exposed. Frig. They're going to call me tonight and say you can't come to work. Watch this. They're going to call me tonight and say you cannot come to work. Let me check while I got you guys on. I know I'm going to get an email that says you cannot come to work because you've been exposed. And I don't like that because I love to go to work. You guys saw how miserable I was when I was home with the COVID. Tommy, I told you to keep one ice scraper in the car and another scraper in the house. And that's what I do. No good in the scraper. And that's Joey Melrose. Guess what I did the next day, a year ago? I have one in the trunk And one is right over there, I believe, or it's in my closet, but I did. Donnie Ragu, thank you for stopping in. I really appreciate you. Your presence is a present. You are a special individual. Donnie, you've been with me from the beginning, although not in every show, and that's okay. Like I said, everybody has their things to do. You gotta get, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anyway, I've been exposed. I was exposed today. Ugh. Anyway, you guys have, yeah, you do remember that comment, right? You can get, I have them. I got the test. I have everything. So along the way, Tom Levecchia said go live. You can do it, Stiggs. What's the problem? You're you. You just do it. So Tom Levecchia said go live. I was on a few shows with Vinny, Joey, Bay 8, Jason, Tom Levecchia. We had some great shows. Some good times. We really had some good times. Vin, we had some good times on those shows, man. So that started me off as a guest. And then I went along my business. Then I started doing my shows. A few people drop off, this, that, the other thing. A few people come my way. Then I said, what the hell? There's 100 people watching me? Where the hell did 100 people come from? Why would they be watching me? I have nothing to offer. Nothing to offer. I don't have anything to offer. Yeah, Johnny, they were good shows. SPK, my prayers to you and your family. My condolences. The Basil. I got some John Wolf videos that I'm going to show you right now. All right, you're going to laugh at this. I'm going to show you the ambulance video. Let's do the ambulance video right now. Let's get this shit out of the way, all right? Let's do the ambulance video right now. And then I want to talk about what my YouTube has done for you. You can also leave in the comments what my YouTube may have done for you. If it has helped anybody, the Italian broom. I mean, there's just so much. The basil, the Italian broom, the video of the neighborhood that they're going to knock down. I took you guys on a journey in 1 year. Action-packed, man. From the minute they said go live, Stiggs, you got what it takes. I did it. And here we are. I'm drinking right now Pinot Grigio, and I bought the wine that Anthony is doing on Thursday. I bought it today, but I cannot be there. Oh my God, do I cancel all my plans? Fancy Nancy, did you get the bottle of wine for Thursday night? Nancy? Nancy? Nancy. You're going to make me miss the Essex County Wrestling Finals to watch the Wine Guild. And I may in fact do that. I may in fact do it. Adam, that's a beautiful comment. Look at that. That sums up the whole year right there. Look at that right there. I'm done. My show's over. I'm good. I'm done. Adam summed it up right there in one sentence. Boom. MB, I don't know if you're out there. You haven't been back in a few days. I hope you are well. I don't know where MB went. NB has left the building. No rumors, but MB has left the building. He may have helped me look at things in a different perspective. Thank you for that. Maureen, thank you for that. Copolit, yes. Copolit. All right, I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do the ambulance video real quick. Bingo. Pastor Kavorsi. I can't. Here's me in the ambulance. Minutes after I cut off my finger. Who does this? Who does shit like this?
Yes. Circular saw. Yes. Circular saw. Yes. Circular saw. Yes. Circular saw. What's up, guys? I'm in an ambulance. Looks like I lost a digit. I got cut using a circular saw, trying to make a table saw, because I didn't have a table saw. I was trying to rip a piece of wood. Anyway, I'm on my way to University Hospital in Newark. Looks like I'm going to lose my right pinky. I don't know how I'm even recording this right now. I must be in shock. But here goes. Montclair EMTs, police, incredible. Signing off. Going to be in.
So listen, guys. Somebody said I died in that video. I don't know who it was, but somebody in here said I died in that video because the beep stopped. Who was it? I mean, who does that? Who cuts their finger off, goes into the ambulance, and starts recording for YouTube? Who does that? I mean, who does shit like that? I'm missing a finger. Look, it's right there. I'm missing it. And yeah, I go right. Who does that? Somebody in here said the beep stop means I was dead. Oh, Gerard. Okay, is that correct? Gerard said I died for a minute because I was in shock. I don't know. Somebody said something. The beeps have stopped. But how? I was talking. Hello, MB. But I was talking. So how can you really fuck with me and hurt me? Let's do it one more time, guys. Let's do it one more time. Somebody said I died in this video. I don't know.
Yeah. Circular saw. What's up, guys? I'm in an ambulance. Looks like I lost a digit. I got cut using a circular saw, trying to make a table saw, because I didn't have a table saw. I was trying to rip a piece of wood. Anyway, I'm on my way to University Hospital in Newark. Looks like I'm going to lose my right pinky. I don't know how I'm even recording this right now. I must be in shock. But here goes. Montclair EMTs, police, incredible. Signing off. Going to be in the hospital in a minute.
Okay, that makes sense. So you could see my eyes when the beeping stopped. Did somebody really say I died in there? Did Gerard say I died in there? For real? Holy shit. But how? I saw my eyes when the. That's fucking crazy. I saw my eyes change when the beep stopped. If you look at it. Yeah, Joey Melrose. I don't know. Did I die? Did I not? I don't know. That's fucking crazy. Gerard, are you saying I really died there? Look at there. No. I'm talking about when the beep stopped. When the beep stopped, my eyes went funny. Yeah, you're nuts. Is it Joey? I can't see. Where am I? Joey Melrose? What are we doing here? All right. So that was no. You had a heart stoppage. Okay. But why, Gerard? Because I was in shock. My heart stopped. I don't know. So crazy. Adrenaline. Okay. Why would my heart stop from trauma? Why would my heart stop beating from trauma? It's physical trauma. I lost a limb, I guess you can say, or whatever. But why does the heart stop? They did not give me morphine. They gave me nothing. Well, that wouldn't have gone well either. That would have had my heart beating. And see that? I mean, come on, it could not be you in there. I do have the enlarged heart. Yes, I do have that. Anyway, Gerard says my heart stopped. Anyway, I'm here with you guys, right? And we're having a good time. Now, that was that. I'm getting rid of that video. Can I take that off the screen, guys? We don't want to see that again, right? We're done with that? Are we done with that part? Well, I know Nancy personally, so that's, Dip. What are you saying, Dip? Dio, Dip. What are we saying here, Vinny? Vinny, I thought you were driving out to, the Hamptons for a cigar. Where are you? All right, look, I'm getting rid of that one. That has to go. That has to go. I'm going to drop the link for a quick minute, but I do want to. Thomas Stiggs is a walking billboard selling himself throughout Belleville, New Jersey. The truth. Don't go anywhere. The truth. Don't you go anywhere. You're going to like these next two videos, okay? Thomas Stiggs. I have no idea where Vinny is. He's out there somewhere. My blood pressure is my blood pressure. I always thought that what they did if someone was injured like that. Oh, no. They didn't give me morphine. They have to go easy with the morphine because they don't know what kind of medications you're on. Johnny, no lie, I was raw dog right there. I didn't say that. Gerard said that. I didn't say that. Wise up. I have no idea. I'm only going by what Gerard tells me from his experience. I never said my heart stopped. I said the beeps stopped. I didn't say my heart stopped. Gerard's telling me my heart stopped. He has a new heart. TT's the underboss over here. High level. Okay, I'm going to show you some John Wolf videos right now, okay? The Horseman, yes. I'm going to show you some John Wolf videos. You should get a kick out of this. Why nervous? Who's nervous? I'm cool as a cucumber right now, TT. What are we nervous about? My heart stopped. I died for a minute. What the fuck? I'm still here. I helped you get to, I don't know where we're at now. You probably got 20,000 subscribers, and we got Ralphie to 200 today. I'm here. What are we nervous about? I will tell you this. You will get nervous as your sub count grows. I'm going to tell you guys right now. As your sub count grows, you're going to get a little nervous. Now you got to perform. Now it's time to put the big girl panties on, as we say. When you pass 200, you got to put the big girl panties on. John Wolf is the man. John Wolf is the man. I'm going to do a couple more videos. Take a song break. And drop the link. I want to know what I did for you in this past year. Let's go with a John Wolf video, okay?
So this morning I was having coffee with Stiggs, and he revealed a very important fact about himself. Now, you see this here? There is a missing finger. Now, he initially said that he severed it doing and I'm going to quote him here, construction accident. Now, we all know Italians love to file insurance claims. Like, they believe that's like a legitimate source of income for them. Like, they always, hail's always hitting their car, and some breeze blew a piece of shingle off the roof, and there's always some type of insurance claims going on within the Italian community. Now, Stiggs, while doing, now it wasn't exactly a workers' comp claim initially. Now, what happened was, and he later admitted this to me, he was not on a actual construction job. He was helping a friend get rid of a problem, and he accidentally cut off 60% of his pinky. Now, he will not be able to wear a pinky ring on that finger like he does on the other finger, as you see. So, because of that, and because he is Italian, he filed an insurance claim with the union that he belongs to. And he said that he severed the finger on one of their jobs. That way he can get paid for it. But as you see, he quoted, now there was two reasons why he got so much money for this. One, and he explained all this, that your pinky it counts for a lot of strength when you're grabbing things. So he says that he's unable to hold cups and hammers and simple stuff, just simple everyday stuff. He can no longer hold it because of this accident that he had. Now, there's a separate emotional trauma claim that he filed against his insurance carrier, and that being that he is an Italian, he likes to wear pinky rings, and he can no longer wear a pinky ring on his dominant hand. So a majority of the money that he received from this slip and fall claim that he did is that he can't wear a pinky ring, and that is emotionally turbulent to him, and it is affecting his life because as an Italian man, he cannot sport two pinky rings. He can only wear one. He is becoming the joke of all the social clubs in Little Italy because he only has one pinky ring. He went to court and argued that point, and he received more money for the emotional trauma that this accident caused than the actual physical part of what his hand of the injury on his hand. So he cut his finger off to file an insurance claim, and he turned that into something else. So he's very crafty. He was probably cutting up a dead body. He's a big Roy DeMeo fan, so he was probably cutting up a dead body. He accidentally cut off his pinky finger. He then went and filed a workers' comp claim with his union. But when he went to go get money for the physical injury, he brought up this emotional PTSD thing of not being able to wear a pinky ring as an Italian male, and he was financially compensated for this psychological injury that he received here because it's part physical, part psychological. So anyway, he looks like he recovered. He looks like he got a few $100,000, which explains how he got the money to purchase that really fancy Cadillac that he drives around in Belleville, New Jersey. So there is your Tuesday morning.
Come on. If you're not laughing right now, you don't belong here. If you're not laughing right now, you have issues because he's fucking nuts. Oh, salute John Wolf for the best video of the year. That's it. So a lot of you don't know my whole history for the year, and that is some of it. Oh my God. Yeah, but I got a pinky ring, and I'm good. Oh, he is great. Is he not great? John Wolf is one of my favorite people. I know. SPK, he's great. That video is great. Okay, oh my God. Oh my God, that's a classic. We got one more John Wolf. I'm going to play one of my favorite songs. I'm going to take a break, and then we're going to resume. One more John Wolf video. Guys, I don't know. This is the show I'm doing. I don't know if you like it, don't like it. This is what you got. This is what you got. I'm having a glass of wine. I am appreciating each and every one of you. One more John Wolf. I got to do it, SBK. It's part of my history. It's part of my world. What am I going to do? Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stiggs, the sociopath from North Jersey.
You know what happens around the way if you don't behave yourself, right? Here's what happens. That's what happens. All right? All right? Don't act up. Or it's in the trunk, you're going to go. All right? And when we do that, we use these things right here.
Weights.
All right?
Weigh the corpse down.
All right? All right, you got that? Don't act up.
So as you see, Stiggs, the sociopath, is threatening to throw people into his trunk, tie weights to their body, and throw them off of a North Jersey bridge into the water. Now, I really like his style. This is a lot better than abusing substances and alcohol and sending emails to people begging them not to talk to your enemies. I mean, this is the way a real man takes his enemies out. He throws them into the trunk, ties weights to the corpse, and dumps them off a bridge. So, Stiggs, I admire you for that. However, I am somewhat leery of you. There is a violent side. I do know you make your own cleaning products. I will not be surprised if you have a formula to remove your DNA from the corpse. Okay, so now it's all starting to make sense. Why you make your own cleaning products? You want to remove your DNA from your victims. And that is very crafty and intelligent, and that I can respect.
I mean, come on, is he not the best? John Wolf, we need more videos, man. John Wolf, are you in the building? Can you please come up? I need to speak to you. I know, but SBK, we have a good time. If you can't laugh at yourself, we got issues, right? All right, we're going to do one of my favorite songs right now. It's break time, and everybody knows this is my favorite song. Stay with me, because I'm going to drop the link right after this, okay? Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Oh, my God, I can't move. I'm a geriatric now. Give me a second, guys. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Give me a second. Okay, it's a Ralph Mucci jam. This is break time, guys. Go fill up. Go make a pichade. Do whatever you got to do. We're going to go with a Ralph Mucci jam, one of my favorites of all time. Oh, my God, Johnny. Crazy or what? Crazy or what? Okay, go make a pichade. Make a cup of coffee. Fill up your wine. You got about 2 minutes, and Tommy Stiggs will be right back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm living dreams, strange as it seems. Love came to me when I opened my eyes. I realized love came to me
it's time for real. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I tell ya, love makes me feel so good. I'm just like I dreamed it would. And I'm so glad I found you. 'Cause our love is a gas and I know it'll last now. I feel so good. And I knock on wood. Yeah, baby, world. I just love that girl, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I tell you, love makes me feel so good. Just like I dreamed it would. And I'm so glad I found you. 'Cause our love is a gas and I know it'll last now. I feel so good. And I knock on wood. Yeah, in a world. I just love that girl, oh yeah.
And as John Wolf says, there you have it. I use Ralph Mucci's music quite a bit on this channel of mine, so I hope you guys did enjoy this show. The link is there if anybody wants to stop by. I think the link is there. I think it's there. I'm not sure. Just chilling. Nice to see you, because if anybody missed this show, you missed a really good show. Here we go. Don't they know I'm doing the show? Guys, go the other route. Go the other route. Don't pass the stoop. Have a little respect. Shut the sirens off. Oh, God. I think the link is there. I mean, they just keep going. They just keep on going. All right, so if anybody wants to jump on for a quick minute, totally up to you. I'm here. I hope you guys enjoyed that 50-minute, that 50-minute, I don't know what you call it. I don't even know. No, just chilling, man. You do what you gotta do. Okay, hold on. You do what you gotta do. Let's let the sirens pass, because there's sirens all day over here, man.
I'm ready to sing happy anniversary.
All day sirens. I'm about 3 feet from the street. This is the emergency pass through for all emergency vehicles, so I get all the ambulances, all the police, everything. What's up, my man?
Happy anniversary to you, Tommy Stiggs. The chat loves you. First of all, John Wolf is very talented, but doesn't he know you're Jewish? He got it all wrong.
Yeah.
How are you, man? Happy anniversary.
Thank you. What a ride it's been, man. You've been with me too.
And you know what the great thing is?
What?
You never really reinvented yourself. You stayed true from day one, which most people haven't.
Same way from the first show.
That's what we do here.
That's what we do here. No change, man. No change. I logged on that one day and I said, here's how I'm going to do it. And that's how I did it.
Well, that's who you are, though. You're you.
Yeah, man. Wow. It's crazy, huh?
It's great. It's great. Now at 9 p.m. we're gonna have a roast for you. You ready? It's gonna be. I'm gonna make Dean Martin look like Twiggy. It's gonna be fun.
I'm there, and I love criticism. When you can't, not criticism.
How can anybody criticize you?
When you can't laugh at yourself, you got issues. That's why I was cracking up in all those videos. They're all about me. It's hysterical.
Well, listen, it makes you a star.
that John Wolf is something, is he not?
Yeah, he has a very interesting way about him, which is very different than most people. Yeah, but he's talented.
I remember I was on with Lee and Joey Bay 8th, right? I was in Newark, New Jersey. I was on live with them, and I was going down a one way, and the cop let me through.
Really?
And he made a video about that. It was hysterical. It was
That's
hysterical. He's nuts. But
You think?
that's the year. That's the year it was. But my first live was with you, Tom, Joey,
Yes.
and Jason.
Yeah, it was the abridged Four Horsemen with a guest.
Yeah. And I
You
think-
added to it. And you don't know how many people said Tommy should join the Four Horsemen and make it 5.
Oh, wow.
A lot
I
of
didn't
people said that.
I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
because we had Shinebox on. A
Yes.
couple of people would come on.
Oh,
But yeah, people, because I guess Jersey guy, Tom was in Jersey. You're in Jersey.
right, right.
Jason's in Jersey. So I guess they felt that's the way it was.
Add a mix. Yeah, add a vibe.
Absolutely.
I did not know that. I wouldn't know that because how would I know that? You guys know that more than me. You know what I mean?
And
But
you
how
were
do
social
people
club
treat you?
gambling and stuff. The social club gambling.
Yeah.
Tom had a big interest in the social clubs and gambling aspect of that stuff. So I think you added a lot.
As you can see, Vin, I navigated this whole year without getting deeply into that type of conversation.
Yeah.
And I could add a lot to that shit, so can you. But I've never really tapped into it. It was not my thing. I mean, it's not my thing on here. I'm just trying to be me over here.
No, I get you.
But
Yeah.
I love it. You know I love it. When we start talking about it, you see how I get right into it.
Oh,
Right?
my blood pressure goes up and we're talking about it. I'm ready to go out and say, anybody need a blood pressure? You know, I go crazy in it. But you know what? Like you said, like in Florida, you can't shovel sunshine. That's why people go there. If you're not doing anything wrong, you're not sitting waiting for your rations in jail. You're sitting here talking to your friends.
Crazy.
What's the price on that?
So when I opened up the show, I said, "What has my YouTube done for you, and what have I learned?" And you know, all that time, 20 plus years since I've been in there, you know, in a cage, and I always looked for a positive thing to divert me from that aspect of life. And as you know, just like me, we have our friends. We can mingle when we need to, right?
Absolutely.
And I do, and you do, right? This is what we do. We know where we came from. We're still here, right?
So
But-
I never gave my flags with that. Not flag, you know what I mean. But
No.
that's still my friend who said, I can't talk to you anymore.
It is
No,
what no,
here-
never. We are still where we came from, in maybe a couple miles away, but we're still where we came from, right? But I've always looked for a diversion to that, to find a positive way. My first 12 years were coaching the youth, coaching my kids' sports teams, and being involved, being a volunteer. I needed that diversion. I'm going to tell you, Vin, I went to a funeral back in the neighborhood. I went to a funeral, and you know what happens at the funerals. Obviously, you know.
Yeah, you
So
see everybody.
Right. I'm at the bar, and they had no idea that I took a different change.
Really?
They had no, and they're like, "You want to do this, Stiggs? You want to do that, Stiggs? I got this happening, Stiggs. You want to jump?" Vin, it was like an addict in a crack house. It took me 35 minutes. I forgot everything in my life at that moment.
Absolutely.
I forgot everything. All the positive that I accumulated, I forgot
You're
all
them
of
again
it.
because you're them again for that moment. You never gave them up as friends. So you're with your boys, although you're not doing what your boys are doing anymore. But it's like, you know, it's funny. Paul McCartney meets John Lennon in a restaurant. They're Beatles at that moment until they leave. Then they're Paul McCartney and John Lennon. It's the same thing. You're with your boys. You meet your boys. When I see them, my friends, I went to visit one of my friends who's in jail, in penitentiary. I'm one of them again. It's kind of like I'm almost ready to go outside and start. I forget that I'm going home. It's almost like where I would have been going 15 years ago.
Exactly. And
But
that
then,
was
you realize that was fun, but being able to go where I want in the car is more fun that I don't have to go into the cell lockup or go into the community room for television. And that's the difference. And I never was in like you. I've never been, I was in 10 days, 15 days. But you, God bless you, because I saw what that place looked like when you put it on.
Where I was, oh my God, terrible.
Terrible.
So I got to be honest with you, it took me 20 minutes. And I'm going to say I had to speak to my sponsor.
Did you really?
I'm going to speak of it in that way. For 20 minutes, it was someone very dear to me. I had to speak to, I would say, a sponsor like an addict to really get my mind straight on the 20-minute ride back to the suburbs. When I got home, my kids were there playing. I was good. My mind changed back. But to be in the element, now, when I got divorced, I came back down to the element, but never got in the mix.
Right. Now, let me ask you a question. I know I go through this, and it's a tough time for me. Not so much Super Bowl, not so much the football playoffs, when you see an old friend who's still involved.
Yeah.
And like you said, when they ask you, what are you up to? They don't realize you're not up to anything. You just happen to not be up to anything with them. But they don't know if you're in Staten Island now, hooked up, or Philly. Just because you're from Bellevue or whatever doesn't mean you're not dabbled somewhere. And you can always find friends in another borough that are connected to the friends you know, and they just haven't heard what you're doing. Maybe you're laying low. And that's the thing. I have to explain to everybody, oh, no, I got a YouTube channel now. I'm not into gambling anymore. Half the people that I say that to think I'm full of crap. They think I'm just like, come on, you could tell me. They don't believe I'm not involved.
Very interesting.
Right?
Very, very, very interesting question. I'm going to say it like it is. The maid guys that I know,
they don't believe
I'm nowhere near involved.
They don't believe it.
They know I'm not involved. They know I'm not involved.
Because the maid guys would know what you're doing.
Exactly.
The associates, not necessarily. Maybe you're just low key.
Yes, and quite honestly, a lot of guys have gotten straightened out in the past, in the years that have passed. And they know what I'm doing, and they know I'm not involved, and wow, they're awesome to me, man. I got to tell you.
Yeah, and they always get your back. You know what? If you needed something, they're still your friends.
Yes. Since childhood.
You know, if someone's not playing in my sandbox at 6 years old and the other kid's on the swing, if he falls, I run. So he's not playing with me at that moment.
Exactly. So I still have the connection, the camaraderie, the friendship that we've had since we're 5 years old.
Yes.
They're made guys, and they're going to be doing. And listen, we speak frankly. They're going to be doing life on the installment plan. It's just is what it is, right?
Just a matter of time, and they know it. They know
it. They know it, but they respect my way that I went. Now, if I go to Atlantic City for a wrestling tournament, they're like, Stiggs, go to such and such a restaurant. You're already hooked up. I don't do it. I go for a pizza in the middle of Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah.
Hard Rock Hotel, and I'm humble about it.
Well, one of my best friends has a restaurant not far from me, and they're always taking pictures. Tommy, I don't want to be seen going in there, even though I don't do anything. But you know what? They're not going to believe I'm not doing anything.
So we locked it in.
Yeah.
We locked it in. The reputation is on my arm. Your reputation is your wealth. It's right there, Ben. It's right on my arm. So we're good. I'm good. I'm moving along. I don't go backwards. I go forwards. Everybody seems to respect it. We are good. Let me bring Anthony on real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's up, my man? Now, Anthony, knows 40 years.
How are you?
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
So Anthony knows me for 40 years, Vin. When I got in all that, he probably saw it all go down. So.
Wow. And I'll tell you, the greatest credibility is when you don't talk. And when you come out and they know you never talked and you could have been out, all of a sudden, you really are one of them without the button.
So here's what we say, Vin. Some of us became lawyers and some of us needed lawyers. But we're all friends.
Very good.
What's up, man?
How are you?
I'm doing okay. How about you, Vinny?
I'm good. Just this guy, I told him, I don't know how long, well, you know him 40 years, so you know how good a guy he is, but he never changed on his channel.
No.
I reinvented myself on my channel. I'm the first one that sold out. I didn't want the drama, so I changed. He used to get static for wanting to be neutral,
Right.
and
Right.
now
You're
and the
right.
people that gave him static now are his biggest supporters because they saw
Right.
what that can do to you. You know,
Yeah.
it's fun. It's fun watching Springer once in a while until you see someone really get hurt up there. And then you say,
Yeah.
and that's what it is. You always stayed true to who you are, Tommy. Much like I can see now while you're in the street, you were the same guy. You're very loyal. And when you make up your mind, you might be open to suggestion, but you are who you are.
No change.
I think, look, I think, you know, where Tommy and I grew up, it was kind of a unique place in that we all kind of had the same values. We all had the same loyalty values. Like, we'll always help each other out. If someone from Belleville wants something from me or needs something, I always help them. And Tommy's the same way. That's just the way we are.
Wonderful.
And he carries that with him. And when he came on to here and he started doing this, I said, you know what, I'm going to start supporting him just because it's him. You know, he's doing this thing. I didn't know idea what this was. I mean, I did videos, but they were not for this. It wasn't the chat thing. It wasn't the live thing.
You always
So-
had contact. You never lost contact in the 40 years. You straight
No. Mm-mm. No. We all still talk to we all talk to each other on occasion, all of us.
Great.
Vin, our thing here is we got a guy. I got a guy. I got a guy. We got
Yep.
a guy for everything. And it's just the
Yeah.
way it is.
That's
Yep.
what it is. Yeah.
But and you know, to your point, Vinny, he is who he is. You know, people think, you know, he's a character. He's not a character. I mean, I've had conversations with people say, he's not a character. What do you mean? Oh, he's putting on this act. No, he's not. This is him. This is him.
I can tell.
This is me. We'll be at our reunion. We'll be at a bar. We'll be out. We went to the Godfather for dinner. We go all these places. It's just we're us. We are us. Anthony is the same as you see him right now, as you would see us at the restaurant next door. We're exactly the same. We never change.
No, it's amazing. And you know something? A couple of people, not anymore because I'm out of it 11 years now, but a couple of people asked, like, would you oversee this for a little while? Or would you? And you know what I said? You know what they respect more than anything, Tom? I made promises. I made a promise to my son.
Yeah.
And I said, every
Oh.
one of you who have a son, I made a promise. And you know what they said? I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's 100%.
I
That's a
did.
fact.
I did. It's hard. Believe me, when you're struggling, you can go make 5 dimes a week. It's
No.
very hard to be good.
Listen, I'll tell you, I told you before, when I was struggling, I had the opportunity of a lifetime. Angel's father gave me the opportunity of a lifetime.
Oh, you told me that.
There's no Tommy Tools that's not for Angel's father. I'm dead serious about that.
That's
Now, it's
amazing.
not an illegal thing. It's a legal thing.
Okay.
Now, I don't know all the inner workings and the backstories and all of that, but anybody that had to go on a construction job had to get a blessing. And
Right.
it's strictly legal. Nothing illegitimate. Somebody vouched for me.
Because
that
you're
was-
getting a blessing. doesn't mean
in the
you're
river, and they put me on the job working overnights. I didn't take anything for free. There was no show jobs. I was working a regular job during the day. I could not make ends meet. I did what I did a few years before that, and he gave the blessing to put me on the job on the overnight shift in construction. So I was working 20 hours a day, basically, Vin. And he gave me that opportunity. That man changed my life, Angel's father.
That's amazing. I was offered a not a no-show, post. I would look at from 12 at night or whatever it was, just look at the ink to see if it was smeared. That was going to be my job. Doing nothing.
Yep. It was just
I didn't take it. I
they gave me that opportunity, and I ran with it, and that's where Tommy Tools is right now. That's where I do all these side jobs and earn a legitimate side income, and now my son is following in my footsteps.
God bless you. Yeah, listen, and you see, you're showing your son, hey, you know, I was always a proponent of good people can do bad things.
Bad people can do good things, you mean?
Right. No. Good people, because your bad thing was getting involved in that, but you're a good person.
Oh, right, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, so good people can make mistakes. It doesn't make them bad people. They made a mistake. Now,
Well,
if you keep on doing the same mistake for 25 years, then I'm wondering how good you are. But when you make a big mistake, you learn from it, and then you're this. Totally good
well,
person. Hey, Ralphie.
I'm going to have to disagree with that. I don't consider it a mistake. I consider it a decision, and I am actually grateful that I made that decision to go
Right.
down the new path because it led me to where we are right now.
Well, I'm saying the law considers it a mistake.
Of course, yeah. Well,
That's what I mean. But Ralphie, how are you?
what's up, Ralph?
I've been. Listen, Tommy, I just wanted to jump on and congratulate you on your 1 year. And I want to thank you for what you did for me today.
Yeah,
I
man.
appreciated that. And I got to tell you now, that video, the one, the classic now, it's a classic, stick the analytics up your ass. is now, I'm eating my own words, you know. So that's a classic now. But anyway, listen, I got to get back to work. And
All right, buddy.
I just wanted to jump on and congratulate you.
All right.
Good. Thanks for helping me out. I really appreciate
Watch out for
it.
the mice, Ralph. Watch out for the mice. No mice.
Oh, Anthony. Vinny, I'll see you later. All right, guys.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Yeah. So he was at that 200 mark this morning, Vin, and I said we're going to make it happen, and I did this, that, the other thing, and we.
I want to figure out how to put all your channel links together on my thing. You know what? Where you put like they drop a channel link, so one goes on, then I put the other one on. I want to put all of them on. I got to figure out how to do that. Maybe someone could do that when you're in my thing. Put all their links on one, like type it into one thing, so I can put it on, so it stays throughout the whole show. You know,
I think you got to do that in the community tab. Ant, do you know anything about that? I don't know.
No, I don't.
Have you listed all of you listed on there while we're talking? This
I
way,
think it's in the community tab. Now, what I just learned yesterday is how to end your video and have your next video up in the side. Have you ever seen that? Where you're watching a YouTube video, and then let's say you're watching something about cars or sports or whatever. That video starts to end, it gets into the last 20 seconds, and then a new video comes right on the screen. Maybe two of them.
of what? A promo?
Of that same individual.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, options for you to watch the next video that they might have.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, how do you do that?
Oh, there's so many
How
things.
much do you charge for giving that secret up, Tommy?
I'm learning so many things, man. I got to tell you.
It seems like it. It's good for
Well,
you.
I go into a StreamYard class, like a StreamYard
Tutorial?
a live. They do a live, and we get to talk with them. People from StreamYard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You gotta check that out. I don't. You know, for $29 a month, I think I pay whatever it is. You know what? I probably use 5% of what you can do on that StreamYard.
No, you don't. You don't realize how much you use.
You think so? Because I don't. I'm not. You know why I'm lazy? Honestly, because I have a 27-year-old who is into IT, edits movies and everything. He knows everything. He types 90 words on his phone. He's 78 words a minute. We type.
Yeah.
So he's young. I do this. So I have him anytime I need something. Vin, do this for me. If I didn't have him around, I'd have to learn it myself.
Yeah, but StreamYard is made for us, right, Ant? I walked you through it the other night.
Yes.
StreamYard is made for us.
Older.
Right? Can you hear me? Ant?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yep.
The other night we walked through it, and once I went through it, it's simple, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It's made for somebody who doesn't know. You know, it's intuitive. It's easy to figure out once you're in there.
And what do you go to, like a StreamYard tutorial, like someone that explains it, like go to YouTube, StreamYard, how to use it?
Well, StreamYard has a platform that they do a show for us once a week. It's live.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I'm on that show once a week, sometimes twice a week, depending on what they're doing. And they're just introducing new products, and we ask them questions. We talk back and forth. They cut it off in an hour no matter where you are in the conversation, no matter what's going on. But I've been learning a lot being with the StreamYard group.
Are there old ones up there too, or do you have to wait for the show to come on? Like, can you go to previous? Do they have previous ones on there?
Oh, I think you can. I think you go to previous. Yeah.
I'll look at that.
StreamYard. I go on the live shows with StreamYard, and it's incredible.
Yeah, I love StreamYard. I used to do it with YouTube, and honestly, I was freezing all the time. It was very blurry.
Well, you can't do this.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't have a ticker. You can't have any of that.
Yeah, I knew a couple of people like Al from the horse racing that were using other things than StreamYard, and it seems like
Yeah.
everyone just went to StreamYard after using a couple of other things.
What was Al using with the horse picks? Was he using?
Originally, he wasn't. Originally, he was on YouTube, and then he was fed up with it
Where did
because
Al go?
it was
Where did
late.
Al go?
StreamYard, but he used to do a racing report or something. I haven't seen him in a while.
I
I
know.
actually text him to see how he's doing.
Yeah, please do.
He's not.
Tell him I was asking for him if you do.
I will. I met him for lunch. He's really, he's got issues going on, but he's a nice guy.
I know, he's a good guy.
He is a nice guy.
I know.
But he's trying to work out his issues before he comes on here.
I hear you. So, Ant, when you do your wind downs, now you do the ticker on the bottom. We're sampling a Cabernet.
Yeah. Yep.
That ticker going nice. Look how nice that is. That's
Yeah.
all StreamYard.
I never did that before, but yes, I know how to do it now. Yeah. Yep.
We're all learning. We're geriatrics in this thing over here. And we are a small aspect of the YouTube world, but look how nice it is for us.
Absolutely.
It's good to be small, right? In this environment, it's good to be small. You don't have to deal with all the nonsense.
And you know all your people, that you know all your chat when you're small.
Mm-hmm.
See, when you have 250 people in there, 150 don't like it. They're watching to see, to report back to other people.
Right. Right.
Well,
We don't do the content for that.
Theo Coop, that's in here. He's from Detroit. He said your ratios are incredible. To me, he said your ratios are nice. You got a good flow going, a loyal following. He checks in, he watches, he sees the chat, right, Theo? He watches, he sees in the chat. Now YouTube recommended me to him, and he's a gentleman in Detroit.
Oh,
And
that's great.
it's great. We got a good connection now.
Very
Crazy.
good. Yeah,
Crazy.
that's what it's all about. That see, there are different. If you want to come on here and you'll sell your soul to the devil to make $5,000 a month, you could do that. I don't knock anybody for making money. If you got to pay your rent, you got to feed kids. That's just not my thing. But
No.
there are different avenues for this thing. We've chose never going to get rich, never even going to make a lot of money. But you know what? We're going to have fun. It's cathartic. We feel good about it. And we'll meet nice people that we'll become friends with for the rest of our lives. That's worth more to me, friendship, honestly. We're going to hang out together. I've gone to see Teresa Murphy at her house. I've met Joey Bay 8th. We've gone to eat. A lot of people I've met. Ronnie, you see no evil.
Look,
by the way, see no evil is
we
Johnny.
did not make it by now. We're not making it. So just enjoy the rest of the ride.
No, but look how yours has picked up. So that's not necessarily true, because look how you've picked up. Look at Ralphie, how he's all of a sudden ascended because of some shorts. I think it's just like an algorithm. I think sometimes you'll come up with one show that is amazing that will get pushed out there, and that's the break. But I think with the stuff we do, it takes longer than doxing everybody, calling everybody an ass.
Okay, that's a great point. That's a great point. And I say that to Anthony all the time. Anthony has something that's going to get pushed out to all countries, right?
Absolutely.
Now, my platform has been the same consistent, positive message, no bullshit in here, and I've been getting pushed out. I'm getting notifications now when my channel gets promoted.
That's really
Yes, crazy. Because, Vin, I got to tell you, once I unsubscribed to all those drama channels, something has changed. And I hit that 1,000. I told you guys before. Lee Cole called me when I hit that 1,000. He says, I don't know how. You just did it your way. Whatever it is, keep doing it. He says, you did it organically, whatever that means. I don't freaking know. But anyway, and now it seems that YouTube is pumping me out based on who I sub to, who I do not sub to. You got to watch that stuff.
Is that true? See, I think
it's 100% true.
I'm still subscribed because I
know
to do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Unsubscribe.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's very interesting.
Now, you could go back and watch. Don't subscribe.
That's very interesting.
It's real. I only share with Anthony, Ralphie, you, what I learned. And if it helps you guys, great,
I'm sure it will. Listen,
Tommy, you said you got a notification. You got an email notification that you're being.
Yeah, I got some kind of notification. It goes away. I got some kind of notification. Okay, recommended Tommy Stiggs wind down 621. Yeah,
interesting.
Now, do you when you put yours for monetization. Do you ever, when I hit mine, they come up with a bunch of questions. They don't just, I have to say, sometimes I get reviewed. Like, this is under review because I did a couple of things, not strikes on my channel, but strikes like with music, where they have to really check out some of my videos to make sure. And then I'll get a thing. Congratulations, Brooklyn guy. We manually looked at it and you didn't infringe on anyone, so we will monetize it. I get that a few times lately because they hit me up with a copyright strike and stuff like that. It's not a strike against your channel, a copyright strike. You just have to share the monetization with the owner of that song. So I don't get 3 cents. I get like 1.5 cents now a month.
I can explain it to you in detail in a matter of minutes.
Can you?
Yeah, absolutely. So what happens is you get a copyright claim. It's not a strike. I had 93 of them, Ben.
From music, right?
90, because I play music. Because I'm here to give you a good show. And I don't care if I don't get monetized on this show right now. I played Frank Sinatra in Rio when I opened up the show. So I don't care, right? But I will get a copyright claim on this show. And I will say later, okay, trim out the segment. The show's over. Trim out the segment.
They trim it out or you have to trim it out?
They trim it.
Oh, really? They'll take that out? And what
Now,
do they
you can pick replace song. Dindo told me this. I saw the options of replace song, trim out segment. That's why I do my songs typically in the beginning of the show. Trim out that segment. So you trim out the segment and you're cozy.
Right.
I had 93 copyright claims, Vin. I'm not even lying. I had 93 of them. And they still monetized me.
Oh, because it's not a strike on your channel.
It's not a strike. 50 is supposed to be a strike. I don't know what happened. I did not get a strike. But Teresa's saying, don't worry about the copyright claims. They go away. Try to use cover bands. And the copyright claim will go away in a few days.
Oh, really?
Vin, Ralphie's will go away in a few days.
I have Ralphie's song. I got a copyright strike for that. I guess it's the song he's singing is copywritten.
No.
It's not his performance.
Now, I'm going to explain to you on Ralphie's behalf right now. I'm going to explain to you what goes on. What Ralphie explained to me. There's 10 selections for a background song. They sound similar. It manipulates our brain. They sound similar.
Mm-hmm.
They're not exact. He picks from about 10 or so background vibes. And then he sings to it. And then when you're singing, you got to change it up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And Ralphie never heard this term before, but it's called stretch the note. So what Ralphie does is he doesn't even know it, but he stretches the note.
Right. You're not singing.
Nobody's hitting Frankie Valli's notes, right? Nobody's hitting Frankie Valli's notes. So you stretch the note.
Right.
Now you're not copying.
Right. So if it was help me if you can, if you went help me if you can, you elongated it. Right. It's not in the same pitch and note sequence now. Yeah.
Now it sounds very similar. It gets us dancing. Oh, what a night gets us dancing, no matter who's singing it, right?
Absolutely.
But you're not hitting that cara mia. It takes us to another world. But if somebody else is doing it and they add their own little spin to it. So Ralphie said there's about 10 programs that he uses in the background for background music to the songs that we love. Now, Vince, all I would say is go in there and just say trim the segment. That's it. The show's over.
Well, you're right. If you do it in the beginning of the song, if they even take that out, you start from the beginning of your show.
That's why I try to do that. I open up with a song and then I talk.
Right. I'm going to get running. I'll see you at 9. God bless everybody. And
take care, Vin.
Brother.
Anthony. Okay, Vin. I'll talk to you later on. Thank you for stopping by.
Oh,
Vin, Ant, the same thing with you. If you ever want to add something, like when the moon hits your eye, something like that, just look for a cover when you open up your show. It might add a little bit to your show. You don't have to do it. You got your show on lock. But if you ever feel like you want to add a little something to it, you do it like that. And then the copyright claim will go away. It won't stay.
Well, for that history video I did, I was playing music throughout the entire thing as I was speaking. But the music I was using was non-copyrighted music. So I didn't get a strike for that. I didn't get a claim at all on that. Which was fine, it was perfect,
We learn, we navigate through it, and
yeah, Yeah, absolutely.
So you did music in the background. You were talking over it. You didn't get it clean. That's interesting. That's good.
Yeah, and it was, it wasn't embedded into the video. It was me playing it on my phone while I was talking into the video. So it was kind of in the background. So you can, you know what I mean? It wasn't like a track in the video. It was me playing it on my phone in the background, but it was non-copyrighted music on my phone playing while I'm speaking.
So it wasn't the original song.
No, it wasn't. Mm-mm.
So
No.
when I was getting dressed the other night, I was doing that whole Purple Granny's Village thing and putting my suit on, and I used Ralphie's Summer Wind.
Right.
They hit me with it. They hit me with a copyright claim. And then they say, oh, if you have no contest, just go about your business and we'll work it out. And they worked it out. They didn't take it off.
Right. Right. Right.
Like he said, he picks this background music, and that's it. It's
Yeah.
pretty simple. So Chris Trock, I got this shirt. I'm going to be doing a store. MB said, Stiggs, where can I get a shirt? So I'm actually going to. I was talking to the guy today, John. I'm going to do some apparel, and whatever happens, happens.
They're coming, right? They're coming. Stay tuned.
It's all good.
Well, I'm going to go. I just wanted to stop in and just say officially happy anniversary. You've done a great job, and you've affected a lot of people here, which is always the positive part of this, right? You're affecting the lives of others, which is good.
That's awesome.
In a positive way. So,
Who would have thought, right?
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
All right. Take care.
Appreciate that. Talk to you later. So there you go. We got Anthony LaVista came in. That's someone I know for 40 years. So here we are. That's my song right here. The Summer Wind, when Ralphie does it. So I don't know, Gianni, if you saw me getting dressed the other night to the Summer Wind. Did you see that video? Well, anyway, I thank you all for stopping in. This was a nice little show. A few people came in. SBK, all right, Tommy, you're done now. Had enough. Everybody kissing her head. SBK is as real as me. I love that guy, man. I love that guy. He called me the other night. What's up, Armchair? What's up, my man? If you want to stop in, the link is there. This is the man that brought me to all of you. That's Armchair NBA brought me to you guys. And one day he said, Stiggs, just go live. And that's what I did. So yeah, I got some apparel. It's happening. Things are happening. TT, anybody that's with me right now, Tommy, maybe they struck you for the suit, not the music. There's my man. Holy shit. The first person I was ever on stream with is right here, right now. This is the first person I was ever on video with. What's up, T?
How are you, stranger?
What's up, my man? Salute.
I'm drinking water, but salute to you as well. And congratulations on surviving your first year of YouTube.
It's all about you, man.
Well,
you said go live, Stiggs. You said go live. And I did it.
Well, listen, I mean, the truth of the matter is I can only just say recommend something. You got the talent, the skill, and people like you. And, you're doing some cool stuff, and I'm proud of you.
Wow, thank you. Appreciate that.
What
It's been a crazy year.
What have you been up to?
No, then nothing. Just working, raising kids, working, sending kids to college. My daughter's graduating Rutgers this year. I see your hat. She's graduating now. It's we're in the home stretch.
God bless.
And then she's going for OT. So you see, we try to make our kids do better than what we did, right?
New Brunswick.
My daughter's going to be an occupational therapist. That's insane.
Yeah, OT's hot right now, and she'll write her own ticket. New Brunswick, right?
Yep, she's there. Yep.
Nice. Hey, Johnny, how are you? Yeah, he saw you on my show for the first time.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you know what? And like it's a year, right? And you obviously, and I don't mean to jump on and late. It's just got family commitments and other stuff, but I wanted to jump on. But one thing is for example, Gianni says, "Hey, I saw you on my show," and then he checks you out, and he sticks with you because you're a good guy, right? One of the things that kind of stinks about this whole mob tube or this, YouTube stuff is if a lot more people collaborated, like as a whole, the whole community would be like this and a lot better, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, people branched off in severity to extremes that we've never ever seen, and we kind of go in our own way. You're doing your shorts, you're doing your clips of the past shows.
Yeah.
You're making it work, Tom. You know, you're making it work.
Well, so what happened was I'm
You
going.
had hold on, I gotta pause you
Yeah.
because you had some incredible guests. Wow.
Oh, I got a lot more to come.
Oh my God.
Well, so what happened was, I was getting busier, and I have, listen, I'm in a weird spot in terms of this YouTube stuff, right? And I like to say, and I'm just gonna be transparent. Like you either make like no money, which some people don't, and if you're on your full time and you scrape together a few dollars, right? You're making good money comparable to other things, and that is awesome. And I love that about that entrepreneurial spirit, and I think it's a great thing, right? But like, or you're a guy that made like FU money and you're like, oh, I'll do this on the side because it's like a hobby or whatever, right? And then there's guys like you and me in the middle where we're like, okay, it's a time versus money proposition. I really want to get really serious about YouTube, but you and I are still in our earning years. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, where do you fit that in? So if this year is going to be about quality over quantity. So what happened was I realized, like yourself, I was a little over a year by myself. And I said, what's my strength? I said, my strength is I believe my library, my book of, interviews that I've done. So I said, because I have less time to commit, let me go ahead and share that with people. And believe it or not, there's a lot of people that either aren't sub to the channel, that they sub because they see us short. And then they say, oh shit, you interviewed Pablo Escobar's wife. Let me check that out and go back. Or there are people that have been here along the way. And for whatever reason, like, oh wow, I didn't see that one interview with so and so, and that's kind of why I did it, and it worked. And like, I wake up every day to like 100 new subs a day almost, and I haven't been doing any new content recently.
No, you're chopping up some incredible videos that you had in the past, making them into a 8 minute, 6 minute, whatever it might be. I know you've had me on some of those.
Yeah.
Beautiful shows,
Well,
beautiful. Is it an edit? That's the StreamYard beautifulness, right? You cut it down, you clip it, you share it, beep bop bop. You did a lot of that beautiful stuff. Get right to the point and keep them hungry, right?
yeah. Well, the other part is, so now that I kind of was able to kind of get past that period of like not having any time, now I'm like, you know what? Let me put back more time to original content. I did a few. I don't like doing lives that much. I'm not a live guy. I never was a super live guy. I just like, it's like you have to like create a thumbnail and you got to post on a certain time in order to get like people to let you're on. I just kind of jump on. My numbers are not great for as many subs I have. I'll be the first to admit that. But my views come from afterwards because I believe in what's called evergreen content, which is I want to do a show today and I want it to live for at least 5 years. If somebody looks it up, it's not like, oh, we're going to talk about Tommy Stiggs is a jerk, right? Well, full respect, well, if people are knowing you, they may not Google you in 5 years. But if you and I talk about why the Jersey Mob may have declined or who's running things now from an outsider standpoint, that might people might look for that. And that's what I was living off for a while. So now my game plan is to get some good interviews going again. I have Antonio Nicasso coming back on. He's like a worldwide expert on the Italian mob. I'm gonna do more overseas stuff. Really want to follow this Matteo Massimo Dinero thing. I want to do a lot of that.
That's a crazy thing.
A lot of people. The Totorina, like I'm hopefully gonna have him back on. Having his son, the fact that I was able to speak to his son is insane. Like, and in that interview, like he basically was like, well, when these things happen, his father watched the screen like he watched a football game. I mean, that's crazy.
Wow.
So we'll hopefully be back. Antonio Nicasso is coming back. We're going to talk about what happened recently in Sicily. I want to kind of delve down that in a little bit. I'm going to have some other surprises coming up there that I think you'll like.
You had some incredible guests on in the past year. Now I try to say to people, Tom's not a street guy. Tom is an MVP.
Not even
Tom brings on Michael Francis or Sammy the Bull because that's what Tom does.
correct.
So back off because that's what Tom does. Tommy Snakes isn't going to sit down with, obviously, you know that, right? We know this. But that's what Tom LaVecchia does.
Well, but
Respect
that
the shows, respect the talent, respect the ability to pull these shows off. Now they might say he didn't ask the tough questions, but it's a business. We'll get there.
well, that's the thing. So that's why
You had Franchi. Come on, Tom. Really,
I
seriously.
had him on like 2 weeks ago, and like
Well, Franchi's on. Yeah, send me the bull on. I could go Giovanni. Now I was a little in the chat. I was asking questions. You saw me in there, but never disrespect. It's your show. I would never disrespect.
yeah.
So you
Well,
got
I how could I say this? But my approach is a you know this is a little different, and I don't want to explain. You know, I don't like to explain it every show or sit there and be like, this is what we're looking to do. But the name is Armchair MBA. The whole idea is from a business standpoint to look at organized crime, and people say when I hear this word, but unpack the lessons either for your business if you're an entrepreneur, for your career if you're at your job or your career, or your life, and you learn from. Maybe I asked Sammy, I'm like, listen, you guys are running a $500 million a year operation. I want to know, John Gotti's leadership style. How did you interact with him? How did you guys make decisions? What were some of your wins? What were some of your losses? I don't want to ask him about did he kill so and so. Like everybody else asked that. I did. It's a long story, but it's on New Theory. Hey, Fedora. There's what I did with Francis. I put on New Theory. It's a long story, but he called Danny like last minute things. I put on New Theory. It wasn't as much of a fit for Armchair, but I asked him about the business stuff side of things. So like that's what interests me, and that's what interests like my audience or our audience. And I'm not a street guy. I'm not gonna. No. I don't care about certain things, and these are. And let's be honest, Tommy. These people talked about. I'm not like Diane Sawyer. These people have talked about these things 1,000 times over. I'm not going to get the I get you. Could I be harder on my guests? Absolutely. But the truth of the matter is, think of the operative word, guest, right? You and I met for a cigar that day. Imagine you come over to my house and I treat you like a jerk. When you come on my show, I treat you like a gentleman no matter who you are. I let you get your story out. Wow. If somebody disagrees, I very rarely delete comments. I never would delete John Wolf's comments. I don't do a lot of comments because I'm a free speech guy. And then also at times I've had people that came in that were the opposite of what that person said. And I do my best to have an open forum. But my goal of the show is to unpack the business end of things,
I think you got it on lock, Tom. I really do.
Oh, it's going okay. It's just so
your aspect of it and the way you do it is on lock.
I appreciate that. It means a lot coming from you. Really
I've been with you from day one, Tom. You started me here. You said, Stiggs, just go live. And
I'm interested to know, how's it going? A year ago you set out and you probably didn't realize, all the machinations of it. But how are you now versus how maybe you thought you were going to be and expected?
Much more than I anticipated.
Oh, good. That's great.
Very happy with the way it's going. I'm not looking at it as a business. I get the cash apps and this, that, the other thing. But I hit that 1,000. Now I'm at 1,100. I'm enjoying myself. Like I said before, I was in a lifestyle that wasn't sending me in the right direction. I always looked for a positive aspect of life to be involved in. You have a Thomas, I have a Thomas. And I coached Thomas through the wrestling career. I always look for something positive to keep me out of that situation. Now I'm divorced. My kids are grown. And now I found a positive vibe right here.
Well, that's my example, right? So right now, if you're able to spend some time on this and it doesn't like hurt other parts of your life, right? Like it's not like taken away from overtime or taken away from a side gig. Or
right.
I know like you wear a lot of hats, but in terms of your lifestyle, father, you have your career and everything else. Yeah. But what I'm saying is this might be a good way, instead of maybe going to the club and play cards, this is that outlet, and you could really, and you have been good, successful at it, and you have been having some fun with it. and that's all that matters. Hey, see no evil, and that's all that matters.
Yep. We got to listen, Tom. We got a good crew here. Listen, you set me loose. You said go live, and that's what I did, and here we are a year later. So,
Nice, nice.
and we've been friends since. You know, you're hitting me up. You're like, I got such and such coming up.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to meet her for a cigar on 22. You want to, you know, that's what we do. It's a good thing.
Monte Cristo White is your cigar, right?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Macanudo White. Macanudo White. Yeah.
My bad. I was confused too. I like the
man. I never had issues with anybody. I
like the I go on kicks, especially with cigars, and I was on a Macanudo Cafe kick for a little while. It's a really nice cigar, not super expensive. It's weird. There's like a place near me that sells them for like $9, but everywhere else is like 12 to 14. So I'll go there when I want them, and it's a nice stick. They have them where I met you at Barrister. That's my favorite of the Macanudo line.
He's still there. He's still in business.
He's got a very nice business, a lot of grab and go. He shuts a lot earlier than I would like, but I also don't go out much. So like and then if I go during the day, like at noon or early afternoon, I'll have a Tabac, which is a beautiful coffee cigar.
Well, let's meet on a Sunday after macaroni.
Would love to.
We'll do it. We'll shoot the shit again. I love hanging out with you. We have a great time. You know, we talk about all aspects of life. How's Thomas doing?
He's well. He's now what? God, 8 months.
Yeah.
Getting big, and he's doing really well. And Danny Storrs is here. Danny's a good dude. Hey, Danny. Yeah. I'm a big fan of his as well. You got good people. I remember, listen, you know this. It's quality over quantity. It's hard for me now to, I do miss a little bit of this where, not that I have a lot of lives, but when you have like a lot of views, which you'll get there, you get a lot of comments. And like, I'd like to, as a practice, boss, I love it. As a practice, I'd like to comment on each one. I just like to do that, right? I'm not a big shot. I'm not whatever. But sometimes I get up towards 300 to 400 comments per day. It's crazy.
I'm gonna pick your NBA brain right now. I got 1,000 subs. I'm averaging 35 in the chat. How am I doing?
That's excellent. That's 3.5%. That's fantastic. If we were to go live on my channel at 22.8 or whatever I'm at now, I probably will only have 35 because I don't do a lot of lives. There's two reasons why you'll do well. Continue to do lives so your group of people that follow you are conditioned. They're like, oh, they know Tommy's on, so you get a notice, whatever. Number two, for the algorithm, if you do lives and you're known to do lives, then you could, then you have a better chance of getting more people stick to it. And that should keep doing.
That's interesting, Tom. See, that's why we defer to each other for different things, right?
Absolutely. And again, I took a different route than other people.
No, that's okay.
No, but I have an example. Like I was doing these little shorts. And the reason there's almost like social media, when on Instagram you do reels, right? You don't create all these reels. You might post a Godfather clip or Goodfellas clip. So I was doing that, and I was getting a lot of views, and I don't get paid on them, but you get a lot of subs from those views. I did a Joe Pesci clip, got 500,000 views. I got like 1,000 subs from it.
That's amazing. It's crazy.
And it's not hard stuff. It's not my content, but what people got to understand on the stories and on the shorts, that's what it's meant. It's a social aspect of it. It's not necessarily to be just your content. Now, come February 1st, they're going to start paying you off of shorts. I don't know if you knew that.
Beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So, Tom, I got a friend of mine over 200 today. I helped him get over the hump. I said, I'm turning you loose now. He started doing shorts, and he got like 20 subs in one day. We spoke about this, you and I, about the shorts. I don't typically do it. I'm okay with my growth. I'm happy with what I have right here.
Yeah, but you want to laugh? Like
I'm not looking for.
You're making your eggs in the morning, or your when I did I was making.
You did the macaroni. You did the gravy. Yeah.
I'll make the cacio e pepe video, or I'll do like a what was it? What was another one I did?
You made the gravy. You made meatballs.
Meatballs, and then I did a short of what was it? French toast. They got 6,000 views, and it literally was just little things. So you can kind of do what like you do normally. You know what I mean? Oh, John Gotti views shorts do really well. You can always just do what you do normally and incorporate into what you're doing. And listen, you got to get people to be like, well, that's not your content, and that doesn't count. Well, listen, the idea is they actually subscribe to your channel, and then they see that they like what you're doing, they stick with you, and that's the whole point. Listen, the truth of the matter is, and everybody's different. Some people just care about making money, which is fine. Some people care about views. Some people care about subs. Some people care about engagement. Some care about, like yourself, community. Everything. Everybody has their own thing, right?
Me, community, yes.
Me right now, I'm like grow or die. I just want to grow. I don't know how I'm going to fully monetize it. I'm not making as much money on it as I could and should, but it's a small part of my current income. So it doesn't matter either way. So if I'm able to grow it and wake up and say, oh, I'm going to get serious and I'm at 30,000, I now have a springboard to do bigger things. If I want to continue it being a hobby, I'll still get it to 50,000 as a hobby because I kind of cracked the code and that's what we're doing,
So you see, the night we introduced Stand Up Guy, remember? And Sons.
Yeah, then he came on.
You and I brought them too.
Yeah.
You and I were their first.
Well, I'm going to give you a little secret as to why I try to get with people early, and I don't really talk about this, but there's a reason for it, right? So what happens is you'll have 10 new people on, right? I had a lot yourself. I had Sons of Italy. I don't really converse with them, but I had Lee Cole very early on. I had a lot of people very early on, right? Early on in their career, right?
Right.
The reason why I do that is you're going to have 10 people on. 9 are going to do nothing, right? But the one is going to skyrocket. So when they skyrocket and they're like, oh, well, who is Tommy Stiggs? That video is going to live for the next 20, 30, 40 years, right? Or however long that person's, famous for. So if you get it early, you get in on the views. Number 2, I use it as a barometer to see who's influential. Again, I'll give you an example. If I see Tommy Stiggs, right, I have you on early, and I see one day all of a sudden you got 60 views. I'm like, oh, what's Tommy's up to? Oh shit, he had so and so on, blah blah blah. That tells me real time that you're relevant, and I can hook back up with you and be like, oh hey Tommy, why don't you come back on? So I do it to like see one. I think 1 or 2 out of 10 are going to pop, and then number 2, I use it as a way to see who's influential at any given time. Because what happens is when people don't want to just see your show, and I don't know about you guys, but for me, if I like somebody, I will go down a rabbit hole. So like, oh wow, Tommy Stiggs has his own show. Oh, who interviewed him? I want to see him. I want to learn his background, and that's why you check out their interviews on other shows. And that's why I have people on. I never really told people why I have people on.
That's beautiful, Tom. That's the NBA in you.
But I actually used to get criticized, like, oh well, Tom will have anybody on, or Tom has people on too early. No, there's a reason for it. It's a little bit of your mind for gold, but you get lucky sometimes. No. And if guys want to be the biggest guy ever, no. But no. I don't know if his name is public. I like M. He's a good guy. We get along, and I was happy to have him on.
But now let's think about this. You and I, we were on with Sons and Stand Up Guy. It was a summer day in July.
Yeah.
And we had them on, and we were just chatting with them. Boop, boop, boop. He had about 200 subs that night. And we all went about our business.
Yeah.
But anytime I drop in there and say hello, no matter what the content is, and we might not agree with the content, but I'll drop in depending on what the content is of that night, and I'll say, hey, Stand Up Guy, I hope you are well. And he always mentions you. He mentions me all the time, Tom.
Yeah, no, and he calls me every. He thought I was mad at him for a while. So what happened was,
there's a misconception of how we handle things.
When I relaunched or when I separated with Panisi, I was on my own, and I was literally like a fish out of water. I didn't know what I was going to do, and I was a fish out of water. Yeah. At that time, my I'm just trying to think. So this was 21.
This was
so my daughter. Yeah,
June. June.
Yeah. So later, like thinking October of 21. But
wow.
My daughter was very young at the time, so it was like I can come down. My wife would stay with her, and I would, go on.
I remember.
Baby's asleep. I have to be quiet, but I would go on, right? But now we have our son, so now it's like, okay, I'll put my daughter to sleep. She's dealing with him. Who's here? Who's there? And it's just not a lot of time in the day. So I'm going to work to free up some time during the day. Maybe come down early, do some early shows, or do some pre-recorded content. Jump on real quick after dinner, like I am today. but I'm going to find a way to get the content done because people do seem to, want to hear about some of these people. I'm really happy again turning the Costco back on. I'm really excited about that because when I asked him who does he want to have dinner with, dead or alive, he said Matteo Messina Denaro. Now that he's arrested, I wanna hear what he says about that. Now, I have a theory. I have a theory as to why he got arrested.
I know. I saw your show. It was crazy. That show made a lot of sense, Tom. That was 2 Fridays ago.
Oh yeah, yes.
I'm right there, man. I'm right with you, pal. I've listened to everything. Can we do a throwback show eventually? Me, you, Vinny, maybe Jason. You talk to Jason anymore?
I do. Jason, I'm probably the closest with, and I was gonna try to jump on when you were on with Vinny. I just had to get back.
Can we do a throwback show?
Let's do it. Consider it done. On that note, best of luck on the next year. We'll do a throwback show. We'll do it on your channel. Get Vinny. I'll get Jason. I will chop it up.
Let's do it, my man.
All right. Good night, everybody.
And God bless little Thomas.
And if you don't know who I am, check out the Armchair MBA. I throw a little plug.
My underboss of this channel of mine dropped your links. You're all set up, buddy.
Love you guys. Ciao, ciao.
All right, ciao. So that's the guy that brought me to you. That's the guy that brought me to you guys, okay? So not many know my history here. How did you find Stiggs on YouTube? Where did this all come from? Some people don't know. I've been around this thing for a while. I have a lot of friends in here from a lot of different... That guy has, 20-something thousand subs. I don't have a goal. I don't look to grow rapidly. I just do what I do. I am just me. And if 1,000 subs come my way, that's what we do. That's just what I do. It's just the way it is. That's how I like to do it, how I'm going to continue to do it. I'm not looking to break a record here, like I said. Most of us are, unfortunately, in the 4th quarter of our lives. So, I got 35 people hanging out right now. I consider it a beautiful thing. I'm going to do one more song. I'm going to come back on. I'm going to drop that link again, and we're going to wrap this up. Give me a minute here because I got to do a wonderful song. And one of my loyal followers absolutely loves this song. Can you give me a minute here? Give me 1 second here, guys. I got to do this. It's very, very, very important to me. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm going to do it right here. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Let me find it. Just bear with me, guys. Bear with me, guys. Now, listen, I got to tell you guys something. Stephen Marinello has been with me from day one. And many of you have. But this song, between me and him, and the way Ralphie did it, we just connect. And Stephen will hit me up. He's like, Stiggs, can we go with a little cycles today? So a lot of you guys may not know where I come up with my songs every day. A lot of times my songs I come up with my song. Excuse me. You guys know at the end of the night how things go with me. Sometimes I come up with my songs based on the content of the show that I'm going to do. Then other times, I'll go back and forth with Gerard, and I'm going to say, you know what, Gerard, I'm going with Fly Me to the Moon today. So for me and Stephen Marinello, who has been with me from day one, way past you guys knew, way before you guys knew me, because I was on many, many shows. I've been around this thing a long time, guys. So if I tell you something, it's coming from experience, knowledge, and just know-how. I'm learning as I go, as Tom just said. So this is a song. Me and Stephen Marinello, we have a very soft spot for this jam, and Ralphie did it beautifully. So I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to come back in a second, right at.
So I'm down and so I'm out, but so are many others. So I feel like trying to line my head neath these covers. Life is like the seasons. After winter comes the spring. So I'll keep this smile a while and see what tomorrow brings. I've been told and I believe that life is meant for living. And even when my chips are low, there's still some left for giving. I've been many places, maybe not as far as you. So I think I'll stay a while and see if some dreams come true. There isn't much that I've learned through all my foolish years, except that life keeps running in cycles. First there's laughter, then those tears. But I'll keep my head up high, although I'm kinda tired. My girl just up and left last week. Friday I got fired. You know it's almost funny, but things can't get worse than now. So I'll keep on trying this thing, but please just don't ask me now.
All right. So as you guys know, I have a personal. I try to. How do I say this? I try to get a personal connection with my crew, with my group. As you can see, the people that came on tonight, I have a personal connection with all of them. Steven and I have a personal connection. SPK and I have a personal connection. Ralphie and I know each other. JJ, there's people here that I have a personal connection with, which means I'm not just a content creator. I created a community. I believe that I created my own little community here. As you can see, people from all walks of life have stopped in tonight. But I'm just being me. As you can see right there, be you. I'm just being me. And whatever comes our way, comes our way. SPK, we have a lot to talk about. We're going to do a very good show together. You're going to get through this thing. You know, God bless Grandma's soul. I know how you're feeling right now. I do know what you're going through right now. So you hit me. We talked the other night on the phone, and then we were texting back and forth the other night. So, oh, stop, SPK. I mean, through it all. I mean, we all have. What we all do have here is a sense of humor. I believe. I do believe we do have that type of sense of one moment at a time here. So yeah, SBK, we're gonna wait till you see this show. SBK and I do. We're gonna blow the roof off this thing. Forget about it. So I don't know if you left the building. NB, I don't know if you're still here. Excuse me, but we're gonna do a throwback show. Tommy, for someone that can't sing, dance, or play an instrument, you have the ability to hold the crowd like nobody else. No, that's a gift. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. Adam Kravorsia has been with me from day one, I believe. You guys saw it tonight. You saw my first show, yeah, but I don't send nudes. Hey, let's be careful there. Whose birthday is it? Who has a birthday today? It's my anniversary, JJ. And we'll talk about that. That's crazy. Of course, SBK. And that's what we do here in this community here. The gift of gab. Okay, I don't even know what that is, but I guess I have the gift of gab. So, really, really nice conversation with Tom LaVecchia. Really interesting conversation with Tom. Vinny, Ralphie came on. You know, Anthony. I missed Dean Do. He came in for a quick minute and he banged out. So, that's the show. Can somebody please drop, thank you, TT, for dropping Armchair. So, look for the show between, we're going to do a throwback show, so look for that, okay, guys? And Tom wants to do it on my channel, he said. That's a beautiful thing. He wants to do it here. That's a beautiful thing. It'll be me, Jason. You guys don't know all these guys, but me, Jason, Joey, Bay 8, and Vinny. And we'll have a great show. And, Tom, of course. But me, Tom, Jason, Joey Bay 8, and Vinny Bracco. I'm going to mention that right up next now on Vinny's show. Vinny's getting ready for his show right now. Listen to me, guys. A lot of guys need to prepare. A lot of guys need to set up. Ralphie's planning his 4th of July show. A lot of people need to prepare, set up. I just push live a long time ago. Tom, who was just on, said, "Sticks, just push live. Just go live. I mean, you're you. You can do this. Just go with it." I'm very happy he came on tonight. He introduced me to a lot of people. Now he does a different Ralphie. Tom does a different thing. Tom is a businessman in this thing. He's truly an MBA. So he had Francis on his show. He has Sammy the Bull on his show. It's what he does. It's his way. It's a business for him. Mike John, thank you so much. I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring for me, but I was exposed today. I was exposed really close for the last 2 days. And if I wake up with a fucking headache, I'm going to be pissed. Ugh. I don't need COVID again. I really don't. I don't need this again. I'm going to go out with one more song, and it is my favorite. You guys know it is my favorite. Gerard, I wish you were here right now, but I don't think that you, Tommy, I hope you know how much you have added to the lives of your crew. I've said this before, but I'm glad we crossed paths, and I'll bet others feel the same. Wow, very nice. Wow, TT, thank you. Awesome. I was exposed today, yes. Gianni, but I was exposed today. Somebody just texted us that, they're positive, and I'm awaiting an email from HR. I'm sure it's going to be ugly. Going out with one more song before we go, and we are going to end it at that. It's not a disco song. It's a Ralph Mochi jam. What a good show tonight, guys. Thank you all. I do appreciate it. I really had a good, this was a good show. Really, 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 really good show. Steven, that was for you. You do know that, right? Right? Where's Steven? Does he know that was for him, right? Where is my song, Ralphie? Where is it? Here we go. Steven, are you still here? Because you do know that song was for you. Steven will message me 6 o'clock in the morning. I know, Gianni. I only hope to God that I don't have it again. This is not something that I need right now, but I think I'm all right. I'm being positive. Steven has left the building, but that song was for him. See no evil. I've been doing it, man. See this group? What a group I got here, man. We talk real shit. See no evil. Take vitamin D, C, zinc, B12. Boom. We are good. Sticks, congrats again, my brother. You work hard. Hold on. Lot to the best crew on YouTube. Sticks, congrats again, my brother. You work hard. You earned it. The rest of the crew, thank you all for the love. We got you, SBK. You have a home here. All right, you have a home here. You got it. You got it. That's great. Hopefully, you guys do go over to Vinny's show. I'm logging off with one more song. I feel it necessary, and then I'm out. He's not a singer, right? He just sings. Give me a thumbs up, guys. Please give me a thumbs up. I hope that you like this show tonight. I never go this long. 2 hours and 15 minutes. Please hit that like button. I hope that you guys did enjoy this show. I hope I didn't bore you. I had a few guests on, some originals. I mean, it's just, you're with me. You're in my social club. I say it every day. Thank you, Mike John, for the thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you guys like this show. I do appreciate that. Hit the like button. Jane have been with me from day one. I mean, you guys are just incredible. I really got a good group. Okay, guys, I'm going over to Vinny now. And once again, thank you. Thank you all for being a part of this channel of mine. Prayers for SPK and the rest of his family. Ciao for now. Tommy Stiggs hitting end. I'm hitting end broadcast right now. We are out. Thank you, Adam. Ciao for now.